Oh man. Salute to L Dub, man. Hey man, I had to do this video, man. This is hilarious. We've already been covering this story on this channel anyway. And on my other channels too. So make sure you subscribe to all the channels because you're missing out on some good content. Um Sha'Carri Richardson came in ninth in the women's 100-meter dash at the Nike Prefontaine Classic, which was the sprinter's first race back following a 1 month ban. So they're already planting the excuses. Well, she was off for a month, like she not training. Like if you a basketball player and you suspended, you just gonna sit around eating Doritos with your feet up on the couch every day. Like, come on, man. They with the excuse, they already planting excuses, and there was no personal tragedy this time. I don't think. I mean, I don't know what happened this time. Maybe she's torn up about Afghanistan. I don't know what it is. Okay? I don't know what's going on with her. But of course, there's going to be an excuse. But this was hysterical. Bad. When I saw this race, when you see this race, and remember, this woman is cocky. She's arrogant. She threw the entire United States track team under the bus. Y'all missed me yet during the Olympics? Like, girl, what? Well, a lot of people were thinking about it. We're going to get into the comments, but just watch this, man. She looked like the little engine that could, man. I think I can. I think I can. Nope, you can't. This is what I was telling everybody. Okay, that race she won at the American trials and whatnot, that's against American sprinters. American sprinters are very good, don't get me wrong. Salute to all the American sprinters. 200, I think we finished second in the 200 at the Olympics. We got the bronze in another race. We did pretty good. You know, our track team is decent. It's not what it used to be. You know, like we're back at Michael Johnson, Carl Lewis, you know, Marion Johnson. What's the one girl, the messed up teeth? She got caught doping, whatever. Not Flojo, but the other girl that was doping. She got caught. Flojo never got caught. So we're just gonna leave that alone. Um, she got submitted, and this what would have happened at the Olympics. Like, let's not make no mistake. This is the same. If you look at the times, this is the same thing would have happened at the Olympics. The same thing. Now watch this. This one says, y'all have a bad habit of always wanting to humble people, black women especially. So this is a racial thing. To which Kendrick Perkins from ESPN said, I'm sorry, but didn't Sha'Carri lose to other black women? Help me understand. And this woman comes back and says, I'm not talking about the other runners. I'm talking about Twitter trying to humble her. You missed the point. Trying to humble her. So let me get this straight. When Chris Paul had that stretch of bad games in the NBA Finals, we was trying to humble him. When Giannis Antetokounmpo, I think that was the series before against the Hawks, when he was playing bad at some points, that was us trying to humble him. When Ben Simmons couldn't hit a free throw and didn't want to shoot from outside the paint, and the entire sports world was on him, that was us trying to humble him. See, this thing now is starting to get in the sketchy territory with Naomi Osaka, Simone Biles, and Sha'Carri. 3 sisters. So now you can't criticize a sister sports. Like, this is strictly sports we're talking about. Even when it was talking about the failed drug test, she failed the test that she has to take to get in the race, to get into the Olympics. That was sports related. So we're in some strange territory now. And there's going to be a backlash against this. Everybody's going with it now. Like, all right, we don't want to. It's going to be a backlash. And this one says, it doesn't change the fact that everyone wants to badly humble her because of her unwavering confidence. What do you mean unwavering confidence? What does unwavering confidence get you? She could be as confident as she want to be. She got smoked. Like, she didn't just lose this race, y'all. She got her boots smoked.
This is one race. I'm not done. You know what I'm capable of. Count me out if you want to. Talk all the shit you want. Because I'm here to stay. I'm not done. I'm the 6th fastest woman in this game ever. And can't nobody ever take that from me.
This is the problem with the stand. Bragging about being number 6. Yeah. Some teens are number 6 in academics behind all the other groups. Okay? Okay? Behind the 5 other groups. They number 6. Bragging about being number 6, man. That's the problem, man. She got up here bragging. Forget, man. Remember the old slogan, we're number 1. That was, we're number 6, y'all. Oh my God. We're number 6, we're number 6, we're number 666. What kind of altered reality are these sisters creating?
This is one race. I'm not done. You know what I'm capable of. Count me out if you want to. Talk all the shit you want. Because I'm here to stay. I'm not done. I'm the 6th fastest woman in this game ever. And can't nobody ever take that from me.
Slight technicality, man. Let me just fix this for you. I don't mean to be a stickler. I know, she a sister and you ain't supposed to say nothing. But you actually finished 9th in this race. So whether you got one of this top 6 times ever, you finished 9th in this race. In the last race you won, there were no Jamaicans. There were no people from Bahamas, Barbados. None of the African countries. Canada, the European countries. You were only running against other sprinters from America. Okay? So this is your first time running against the world. And you finished 9th. That's a more accurate representation of where you stand, man. That's like the team who won the Turkey Basketball League Championship. Like, come on, man. Like, the Jamaicans are like we are in basketball. Like, even when we play bad in basketball like we did in this Olympics, we still gonna win. Like, when we lose, when our basketball team loses, it's national news. It's international news. They talk about, oh, the U.S. basketball team lost a basketball game to another country. That's how it is with Jamaica. So you're not even like, you're nobody. The only reason you're somebody is because you failed the drug test and the man held you down. So now some people rock with you. Same way they hated Bill Cosby when he told them to pull up their pants. And they didn't love Bill Cosby again until the man put a charge on him. The man tried to hold Bill Cosby down for trying to buy NBC. And then they started supporting Bill Cosby again. But when Bill Cosby was like, pull your pants up. Stop killing each other. They despised them. So this is typical with the community, with the Sun Belt, the stand. They only rock with her because she's some kind of victim of the system, supremacy. They out to get her. They don't really like Sha'Carri. No one knew who Sha'Carri was. I mean, I knew who she was fleetingly, like from a distance. She won college track star and whatnot. But you had to be in the sports deep to know who she was. All these just regular people didn't know who she was. And everybody mad with the Jamaicans for roasting her. Listen, man. This is not the Jamaicans roasting her. This is everybody making a race about her. Y'all made the whole Olympics about her. She wasn't there. Sha'Carri would have won. The Jamaicans lucky Sha'Carri wasn't there. Like, they don't know nothing about time. They can't even just look at the time and be like, well, damn, Sha'Carri couldn't run that time. Like, they can't even do that. And then the competition, like, it's one thing to run a time. And then it's another thing when them horses on that court with you. Like, I can get in the gym by myself, and I look pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if you put me in the gym by myself, I'm knocking down shots. Put Patrick Beverly on me. And see how things change. Okay? She got in there with them horses, man. The Jamaicans racing against each other, man. They racing against Sha'Carri got on Timberlands. They stupid, man. If that's what it looked like, man. It looked like she literally was running in Timbs, man. It don't even look like she was running in the real Timbs. It looked like she was running in the Timbs you get from Payless. Payless shoe sauce. You kids might not know that about it. There used to be Payless shoe sauce back in the day. You get a pair of boots that look just like some Timbs, except you put your feet in them, you be like, whoa. You wear them for 2-3 days, they done. But from a distance, they look just like Timbs. $20. Yeah, knock off Stacey Adams, knock off all types of shoes in there. Knock off Air Jordans. She looked like she was running a pair of them. God, dog. And she looked like she'd wear them like we used to back in the 90s. Don't even lace them up. She looked like she was running some Timbs that wasn't even laced up, Jack. Like, look at her face. She like, man, she know. Like, she trust me. This girl trained. She was dedicated. She was like, I'm going to show them. She know these races coming up. See, it's one thing that people on the internet so stupid. This girl has her whole race schedule planned. She knew this race was coming. Every one of them know this race is coming. She still tested. This the thing that people not understanding. This is what y'all not understanding. Quiet as kept. You're not going to hear this nowhere else. She's been getting tested extensively over the last month. When you fail a test, you get tested more. You go into the protocol. So now it's kind of like a concussion. When you get a concussion, now you're on the concussion protocol. Now it's like, okay, they're watching you closely. Same thing with this. Since she failed that test, she's been getting tested religiously. And I told you guys about the whereabouts. They got to know your whereabouts. So, like, you can't go anywhere without telling them. Like, they have to know where you're at all times because they send the drug testers randomly. So, since they send the testers randomly, you have to tell them where you're at all times. Because you may be out to dinner, and they may send the tester by and take you into the bathroom of the restaurant and test you right there. It's that serious. Okay? So she's been doing this like all her, adult life. So she knows this. The little Rats online don't know nothing about this whereabouts. So she's followed that. She's followed all of that. So if she goes somewhere, she tells them, she calls them and says, I'm gonna be XYZ place, just in case y'all had a test here, he'll be there. Now they usually don't send a tester, but they want to know where you're at just in case. So she's been getting tested extensively since she failed. She's passed all these tests because she ran in this race. She's not suspended. So Sha'Carri's been clean ever since that slip up with the weed. So I will give her that. I'll give her that. She been clean because she been getting tested, Jack. Y'all wanted them to change the rules and all that stuff. They played with y'all for a minute because the children of the world are throwing a temper tantrum. So everybody was like, all right, let the children throw their temper tantrum, and then you threw your temper tantrum, and then you fell asleep like you always do. And the world, the grown-ups of the world, went back to running everything. So she's still getting tested. I mean, extensively. And she's passed all her tests. So salute to Sha'Carri for that, man. I can believe now her story that it may have been some trauma or whatever. Still, she broke the rules and she paid for it. And everybody, all these, you think none of these girls, these other sisters been through something? You think all these other people ain't been through things? All the hundreds of athletes ain't never been through nothing? All the thousands of athletes across the world that passed the tests with flying colors all the time, they ain't never been through nothing? They ain't never had nothing going on? So, but I do believe Sha'Carri a little bit more. Not totally. That, she smoked some trees to cope with the death of her biological mother. However, this brings up, is marijuana a performance enhancing drug? Because she got smoked. Wait a second, did she finish last? Because they said ninth. Hold on, let me count these people out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, my bad. See how they do? And these people cry racism about everything. They trying to make us look bad. The whole world, from the epic crime rates in your community to the poor test scores of your children, to everything. They do everything they can to sanitize it, to make it, to pretty up, and put lipstick on that pig. They said she finished ninth, as if it was like, you would think, okay, she finished ninth. It was 18 people in the race. Was it 15? It was 9 people running. She finished ninth. You mean she finished last? The Dipset finished second in their versus the Locks. Dipset finished second to the Locks. See, brothers don't get that. We don't get that, man. And I'm not trying to say no gender war crap or nothing like that. It just is what it is. Male athletes, who are the top ones, are usually brothers in our major sports. Nobody cares about hockey. In our major sports in this country, the top ones, track, basketball, football, and even baseball now. Like those are brothers, man. Vlad Guerrero, that's a brother, Jack. Jimenez from Chicago, that's a brother, man. Oh, you can call him what you want. The Dominican, that's a brother. Okay, so She finished last, man. Wow. Can you imagine LeBron? Well, how many teams was in the playoffs this year? 16. LeBron out in the first. LeBron finished tied for 8th. LeBron James finished tied for 8th in the NBA this year. He finished tied for 8th. I mean, come on, man. What world going on, man? She finished ninth. No, she finished last. God, this is embarrassing.